don't put up. Would you? Quiet! Thank you. Get away from me. I need a spokeswoman. One spokeswoman, right?
That'll be me.
Oh, really? Well,
yes, really.
Who died to meet you, boss?
Honestly,
Huh?
yeah.
Why don't you go make your
If you were just-
Don't touch her! I can touch her! Why don't you do us all a favor and hit the bricks? Go back to 17 where you belong, you big dog! Shut up!
Thank you, Tracy. Needed that. You too. Now look, I know what y'all want. I'm going to read your minds. It shouldn't be very hard. I can read at first grade level. I've been hearing this since Sunday. All of you know there's a new knockout champion, Taylor, and all of you think you can beat her because she hasn't paid her dues, and all of you want a shot at her. Well, what you all want, only one of you can get. So this is the way we're going to decide it. Tonight, here on the program, a 10-girl knockout gauntlet match. And the winner, shut up and listen to me. God, I hope none of you are married. Your husbands ought to commit suicide. The winner of the gauntlet match tonight will get a title match with Taylor next week on the program. Got it? Good. Go. Be free. Go away. Fly. Fly away. Fly away. Hey. Nice to see you. Thanks for going. Women, what are you looking at?
Mr. Cornett,
Tracy.
remember what I offered you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, well, by the looks of everything that just happened, you should really take me up on that offer.
Might not be a bad idea.
You know where to find me.
Such a sweet thing. What are you looking at? Get off my desk.
For the past few months, trouble has been brewing with the TNA knockouts. The competition has heated up.
One of these knockouts was going to get their head shaved. It is Roxy Laveau.
The beautiful people, they're loving it.
The fights have intensified.
I'm not just gonna let the beautiful people walk all over me.
The rivalries become more fierce.
Angelina Love just pushed her into the ring and cracked her knee.
Now, the jealousy, the disdain, the catfights have hit a fever pitch, and things are about to get out of control. When these girls get together, all hell breaks loose. 10 of the most beautiful, vivacious, and vicious women in professional wrestling wage an all-out war in a knockout gauntlet. Everything is on the line as the winner will face TNA Women's Knockout Champion Taylor Wilde for the title next week on Impact.
The second participant in the knockout gauntlet match from Tampa, Florida, Kim.
Well, what an opportunity tonight for everybody in the knockout division. It's you make it through this gauntlet tonight, and next week you get a title shot against Taylor Wilde. And you can see how all the girls were reacting. All of them feel that they got a shot against Taylor Wilde now that Austin Paul is no longer the knockout champion.
Quick review of the gauntlet rules. Knockouts eliminated when they're thrown over the top rope, when their feet touch the ground, when we come down to the final two knockouts. The final two competitors, it's elimination only via pinfall or submission. And as Don just reiterated, high stakes matchup here on Impact because the winner will go on to face Taylor Wilde next week. Shot at the TNA knockout title, and boy, is next week's Impact shaping up to be a huge one.
I mean, think about it. We're going to have a 5-table elimination matchup. Can you imagine that? We're going to have the knockout title on the line. And I'll tell you, what a great opportunity it is for all the knockouts. This is their chance to get right back to the title hunt. I mean, it's all on you. Now, Gail, Kim, Jacqueline, yes, they're going to have to last a little bit longer than everybody in this matchup.
The next knockout.
The next participant, Angelina Love.
One half of the beautiful people. Yes, Angelina Love sprinting down the ramp and into the ring. And of course, Don, when we eventually get Velvet Sky into this match, if Angelina is still alive, that should be a huge, huge advantage for both of the beautiful people, Angelina and Velvet.
You also look for ODB and Gail Kim to kind of work together if they can. But one thing you noticed, Angelina Love, she just beeline straight for Gail Kim. With that feud, But Jacqueline's in this thing for herself. That gives Gail Kim a chance to kind of regroup. Nice double clothesline by her, and Gail Kim has thought about nothing except getting this title back, and she owes not getting it back to Angelina Love. So you know, nice spin kick by Angelina Love there.
You're not kidding. Gail with that big shot in the corner with the corner clothesline, but then the spin kick was quite a comeback by Angelina.
From LAX, Salinas.
Representative of the Latin American Exchange, Salinas, the 4th participant in this knockout gauntlet. Boy, she's just laying in those forearm shots, isn't she?
Nobody yet has gone over the top rope. Nobody's feet have hit the floor, but the more people get in there, the more crowded, the more confusing it gets, the more you got to have eyes in the back of your head. You've got to be wary where you're at all times. If you can try to keep yourself somewhere near the center of the ring, it's up until you get to the final 2. It's always a good move. Jacqueline now very close to getting eliminated by Gail Kim, and Salinas, of course, over there trying to do the same to Angelina Love, but Jacqueline, look at her, fighting with everything she's got and got those legs wrapped around the neck of Gail Kim.
You're right, variation of the head scissors by Jacqueline, but sort of a precarious position there in case she were to drop down, Don, and her feet were to hit the floor. Look at this, Angelina almost being eliminated. Who's next?
The next participant is Velvet Sky.
This is what we talked about. We anticipated it. Velvet Sky coming down the ramp, and if Angelina can hang in there for just another couple of seconds, and she does, advantage, beautiful people.
Well, Velvet Sky did exactly what we thought she'd do. She went right over there towards Salinas to protect Angelina Love, and now you can see the two of them working so well together like they do, just applying the boots right to the neck, trying to wear Salinas down. It's so much easier to throw over the top ropes, but they're not fighting back.
I mean, that's really the key. You've got to wear down the opposition in this matchup, Don, before you can get that physical power and strength to toss them over the top rope and down to the floor, double teamed by the beautiful people on LAX's Salinas.
And it's really super important when we talk about the knockouts division. I'm not getting into who's stronger, male or female. It's just the facts. It's just they're shorter, a lot harder to get them over the top rope, so you'll see a lot of this, and you gotta like how the beautiful people are doing this to Salinas. I mean, they're just giving it to her from 2 sides at once.
Making her way to the ring, Roxy.
Next entrant in the knockout gauntlet coming down the ramp is Roxy. Now it'll be interesting, Don, to see if the sides maybe get evened up a little bit.
Well, every one of these gals we know are competition for Taylor Wilde, and we know that. And Roxy's somebody that just ever since she had her head shaved, we've seen such a different personality with her. Somebody that's just gotten more and more vicious, more and more independent. And here she is taking Salinas up, trying to make sure to take her out so she can get her eliminated. And wow, you give Salinas credit there, a nice counter.
Roxy going for the voodoo drop, but you're right, countered instead by Salinas. We will see these knockouts working together at least up to a certain point, because when it gets down to the real business at hand here, it's a shot at the TNA Knockout Championship, and at that time it's going to be every knockout for themselves.
What's amazing is how nobody's been eliminated just yet. Salinas holding on now. Salinas
is eliminated, and the next participant, Ruka Khan.
Simultaneously, the entrance of the next knockout into the gauntlet, Raka Khan comes with the elimination of the first as Salinas is out.
Well, Raka Khan's kind of a wild card in this. We really know so little about her, but one thing that is she's big, strong, and let's face it, she's got a direct advantage when it comes to throwing people over the top of the ropes. Just look at that strength that she just flung Gail Kim over in the turnbuckles. Roxy, though, not intimidated whatsoever. But look at just how she whips them through with that force.
And one would think, Don, also as we see that vicious axe kick delivered by Raka Khan to the back of Roxy, she's also going to be tough to get over the top and down to the floor.
Well, yeah, it's going to need probably 2 or 3 knockouts to take her up and over. But Gail Kim is one of those that we've seen her beat all the odds. Size, it doesn't matter. But what another kick. Raka Khan showing us how to use those legs. She's had 2 vicious kicks, one in the knee and one on the back of the head.
The next participant, Tracy.
Wonder what the story is behind that proposition that Tracy had earlier here tonight on Impact for Jim Cornette.
Well, you heard her, see what I'm talking about, she said. And basically, obviously, Jim Cornette's thinking about whatever it is, but look at Tracy, just glad to be in that ring, glad to be in a title hunt. And that's what this is. I mean, think about it. You could really impress everybody and vault your way up. And I mean, next week you could be the knockout champion.
You're right. Golden opportunity for all of these TNA knockouts handed to them by Jim Cornette. Raka Khan grabs Tracy right around the throat, overpowers her into the corner. Tracy tries to fight back, but Raka's got her throttled.
Oh, Tracy's in a bad spot there. She's up on top of those ropes, so close to falling backward. She's got to find a way as she's fighting. Great move by Tracy as she grabs her by the head and pulls her down. That's exactly what she had to do. It was dangerous.
The next participant is Christy Hemme.
Well, not a good night earlier for the Rock and Rave infection. Maybe Christy Hemme can get the group back on the winning track here in a shot at the Knockout Championship next week.
Oh, the blueprint went right through Lance Rock and right through Jimmy Rave, but you mentioned it, Christy Hemme using that the splits there to lay it on the neck, the FFG she calls it, going right after Gail Kim, just throwing haymakers. And you're right, this is a great chance for all of these gals, and look at Christy Hemme. You know, we see her with Rock and Rave so much, you forget about what she can do in the ring.
Beautiful people having their way with Roxy on one side, Christy Hemme, Gail Kim on the opposite, while Raka Khan continues her dominance in this knockout gauntlet match where somebody's going to end up with a title match next week. Crowd anticipates who the final knockout is going to be, and you know what? I agree with you.
And your final participant, ODB.
Well, great advantage here for ODB as she's going to come in the freshest. She's going to come in more rested than everybody, and it's a great opportunity. The only thing is other than Salinas, she's coming in to the full regime.
You're right, she is the freshest of the competitors. She takes that liquid courage, uses that as a weapon, and then unleashes shots, right hand first, then with the boot, ODB going crazy.
Well, somebody she doesn't care too much for, of course. That's the beautiful people. She goes right after both of them and just pancakes them.
Hold that thought. Commercial break upcoming. When we return, we'll find out who gets the title shot. And we're back on Thursday Night Impact. Continuation of the Knockout Gauntlet. And during the commercial break, there were 3 eliminations. Let's review them. You see Raka Khan charging at ODB. ODB moves out of the way. Raka Khan eliminated.
And then Christy Hemme goes over the top ropes and hits the floor at the hands of Gail Kim. And Angelina Love sees to it that Tracy does not get a shot next week.
Third elimination during the break. It's Tracy eliminated by the double team move of the beautiful people. And there goes, as we come back live, ODB tossed over the top down to the floor, and ODB is out.
Think about it, Jacqueline and Gail Kim, both of them have stayed in here from the beginning. Look at Jacqueline, so close, holding on to the ropes for dear life. And now got a hold of Roxy, and look at that. Kind of hurricane run is right over the top rope on the floor.
Skinned the cat to avoid being eliminated, then used her leg power and leg strength to take over Roxy.
Jacqueline has been eliminated.
But then Jacqueline gets taken down. I believe that was by Roxy.
Now look at this. What an advantage for the beautiful people as Velvet Sky and Angelina Love. 2-on-1, Gail Kim, and you know there's going to be some teamwork going there, and they're going right at it. Nice tackle by Velvet Sky, and look at her just raining the blows.
You're right, big roundhouse shots by Velvet Sky. Gail fights back with a forearm shot, then the elbow for Angelina. Look at Gail Kim unleashing those blows, but she turned right around, and Angelina just dropped her.
Oh, what a bad position for Gail Kim to be in. There is nobody that she can find to help, but if she can find one way to eliminate one of these gals, then it goes back to one-on-one, pinfall or submission, which of course is an incredible advantage for Gail Kim, and moves out of the way, and Angelina Love creams Velvet Sky.
Who's it gonna be that gets the knockout title shot against Taylor Wilde next week right here on Impact? One of these 3. Angelina looking at her fallen partner, Velvet Sky. Clothesline missed, forearm didn't. Angelina fights back. Gail getting just a little bit better of the blows.
Well, they're just trading shots, but now Gail Kim, what a knife-edge chop that was. Oh, just got kicked right there on the upper leg, and you can see Angelina Love trying to hit her lights out move just to to put Gail Kim in a position to throw her over the top rope while Velvet Sky's still laying on the mat.
Imperative here that Gail Kim eliminate, I think, Angelina right here, right now, before Velvet Sky can get back in the match and give the beautiful people the edge. Angelina holding on for dear life.
She's got her though, but look at this. Gail Kim still holding on. Angelina's still holding on. Both of them though have gone over the top rope, and there it is. Angelina was eliminated.
Boy, what a struggle that was for Gail Kim to use all of her strength and energy. Wait a minute, Velvet from behind.
Roll up.
Quick.
She's done it.
That's it, because it's a 3 count.
Here's your winner, Velvet Sky.
Final 2, pinfall or submission. Velvet Sky steals it. Velvet Sky, Taylor Wilde. Title match next week to JB with Booker and Charmel in Booker's dressing room.